Welcome, guys, to She Talks. I'm sure you have missed us. I mean, we've been backstage trying to gather content, just trying to get the best of the best for you. And we are here today. My guests are looking beautiful. I mean, you guys went on vacation and came back looking.
Yeah,
What's the
looking
secret,
hurt.
Jumoke?
What's
happening?
Haver, peace of mind, money,
Okay.
good foods, and happiness.
I like
That's the
your
secrets.
jewelry. I mean,
Thank
it's looking
you.
beautiful.
18
shiny.
karat gold. Yeah, you know the vibe. If you don't believe, that's your.
El Padre. No. What's up? You're looking like the senator himself. What's happening? How have you been?
I'm good.
Can you fill us in on, what you've been doing this past few weeks?
Taking some time off, focusing on myself.
Speaking of taking some time off, our topic today is digital detox. Digital detox just means staying away from smartphones, electronics, the internet, just to get your mental health back in shape. I feel like some people don't know that they need to do this. I mean, before smartphones came, back in those days, people were living their life without all this and they were fine. But then suddenly it's as if you're not with your phone, you cannot do anything. You find some people out on dates, a man and a woman, and they are pressing their phones. Like, so why did you people not just decide to stay back in your house and talk?
Exactly.
Do you understand? Or you are out at a get together, a get-see, you're with your friends, you're with family, and everybody is on their phone. So it's almost like, in as much as the internet, social media is really doing us good, there is we need to draw the line. There should be that line where you should know that this is time for me to take some personal time to myself. So we're talking about digital detox today. We'll talk about tips on how to be better. We'll talk about, we're just going to be covering all of that. So before I get into that, speaking of digital detox, I would like us to touch on Speed Darlington and Burna Boy's case.
Okay.
I mean, recently we heard that he is missing, but I'm even happy now because recent update is telling us that he was actually arrested. Burna Boy was behind it. So I'm happy that at least it is a case of being arrested and not that something serious even happened. So can we just talk about this? What exactly happened? Can you shed more light in the Burna Boy and Speed Darlington's case, Abi Beef?
Okay. So first, before I say anything, I'm going to raise up my hand and say, I'm so happy. Burna Boy, you did so well. Like, for real. That guy has been doing too much. I'm not even going to lie. But the thing there is, we know freedom of speech is free. But freedom after speech, is it free? In Nigeria, is it free?
Exactly.
There are some things that you don't really have to say, all in the name of engagements, in the name of content, likes and all of that. And I feel one thing that guys or men hate so much, straight men, is you calling them gay. You using that word gay is, they can actually do things out of control if you call them that word. And you're not even calling him gay. You accused him of doing something with somebody that has been arrested, someone that
well known.
I don't want to talk. So I think honestly that arrest himself is very small. I'm not even gonna lie. But I would have said maybe you should sue him, and this internet now, lawsuits flying up and down. Actually, we've not even seen anyone that paid for
we
that
don't used to see the ending.
Yes, last they're always cancelling it. So I'm just going to say it deserves it. Yes.
Does it deserve it, Kaka?
Well, number one, character defamation. It's very bad. You can't just come online and spit nonsense. You understand? So the social media world is a crazy space.
True.
Very crazy. Do you understand? So coming online to talk about Burna Boy having something to do with it is very bad.
Very annoying. Very
just because you have your phone and your tripod.
Somebody that cannot even stand.
It's very bad because Nigeria is like, we live in a lawless society.
Honestly.
If this is to be somewhere that is not here in Nigeria, he'll be sued for that now.
And do you know the funniest thing? The way all this South Korean celebrity lifestyle is, like any small thing like this, they will cancel them. Now imagine something, that thing that he said can actually bring down Burna Boy's career.
True.
Honestly.
And
thank God that this is Nigeria.
Isn't it that people look up to him as well? Role models. Once you have a certain level of influence, have a certain level of followers on your Instagram, whether your head is correct or not, you just become a public figure, which is very wrong. So I don't know. if the law is handling the issue, then that is the right way to do it.
Okay.
Because you can't come online and say something about me in that manner and I won't react.
Definitely.
Just like you said, it's not a case of murder, kidnapping, or
that is not that
it's not gang like. So he should.
For the people supporting speed Darlington, I don't really know why we Nigerians, we don't really think. We only say things that benefit us. I'm very sure that if you guys are in the same shoe as Burna Boy, you will do something worse than that. But I see some people in comment section coming out and saying, "Is normal. We both know he's cruising. Like cruising. Are you kidding?"
Oh yeah, now let him continue to cruise in prison.
Now you say something wrong, you pay the price.
True. So now speaking of digital detox, I feel like speed Darlington, you need to have one. Now let me ask you people: have you ever had a digital detox? Have there been time where you felt like I need to put away my phone, I need to put away my device just to get yourself back?
Yeah.
Okay, can you share with us?
I think everyone at some point in their lives have, either you want to or you've done it.
No, I'm not everyone.
You have not.
Most people. Do you understand? Because I have friends that will always say it. At a time, I always wonder, why is it so? Because I've not ever thought about it before. You understand? But now I'm beginning to just like I said earlier, the social media space is crazy. The exposure, what you expose yourself to.
Daily.
The lifestyle, the things you hear, most of the time, people wind up in confusion. Mindset. Someone is trying to drive a certain kind of narrative into your system.
True.
You understand? You go online, you see something. Even when you don't believe it, you're unconsciously you're thinking about it.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So at the end of the day, your values, what you've believed in, the foundation of your core is being shaken. You understand? Maybe you grew up with a certain kind of value or belief. Now the social media world is trying to change it. So most times people wind up in utter confusion.
And that's the media dependency theory. Whatever the media brings to you is what you eventually start to live and believe, whether you even want to.
There's this guy on TikTok, Lewis something, talking about girls being cheats, and most guys are posting that. Do you understand?
Tired. Like he's on everybody's timeline.
And then when you look at it, you think maybe these people are catching phone, but no, it's something that is driving. I'm telling you, people are hurting, maybe from heartbreaks and all. So that kind of thing is like an avenue to hold on to something.
Yeah.
So once in a while, it's very good to detox.
Actually.
Just get your mental health in check. In check, and then
now, Jimmy. Speaking of mental health, now, can you tell us if you've had experience with detoxing and then the impact of mental health?
I feel like this life itself depends on you. You need to be able to decide how your life is. For me personally, I'm going to be talking based on my own perspective. I've not really detoxed from social media or from my phone generally, because with this my phone, this is where I heal. Even whenever I'm down, all of that. One thing is, like he said that guy that you mentioned, I don't even know his name, that all these Nigeria guys keep posting. There's one thing about me, whenever I see something that make me feel uncomfortable on social media, I rather block that account or swipe out and move to the next thing. And personally, I have what I look into online. Okay. So I don't really just flow, whatever you bring for me, I just
what you take.
And I don't allow anything on social media to judge or direct my life. That's what I don't do. Sometimes it comes to you
subconsciously.
Some things that are very relatable can just come to your FYP and you feel like, oh, okay, this. But at the end of the day, you have to have this thing at the back of your mind that social media is not real. Everybody will always post something that will get them likes and views. They will not post something that you know that, okay, this is reality. They're not going to post that. So I feel like you should not allow that to judge you. And whenever I'm down, sometimes I go online just to distract myself, just to be happy. And I think I used to get happiness from it. So I think main point of it is don't allow it to rule over your life.
Okay, now speaking of that, now what challenges do you think people face when trying to unplug from technology, and how can they also overcome it? People that right now are trying to detox, what are the challenges they face and how can they get to overcome it?
They feel disconnected from the world at large. They feel like they are not in tune with the trend.
Okay.
Boredom, depression.
But it's funny because some people actually get depressed from being on social media. Then when you now leave that social media, it's not like you are depressed again. So what's happening?
If you keep doing something,
yes,
over time, over the years, just can you imagine the first time you got your first phone? You've been looking at it ever since.
It was crazy, yeah.
all through the years. You can't detox like that now.
Do
It
you
takes a
actually
while.
feel like what you said that some people get depressed from social media? I feel like maybe example of those people are maybe people that are being bullied online, or this, imagine all this thing that we used to see online when ladies nude go viral online. I think that's one thing that can bring
Or
depression.
even
But
hateful
going
comments.
off social media is one thing that can restore your sanity back. So I think it varies. It varies.
Most times people do believe a lie. It could lead to depression.
Yes.
A certain kind of
Just want to
narrative.
satisfy yourself.
You know, so I believe people should get a hobby. For me, I read books. I love reading.
Okay.
Do you understand? It's not the same with every other person, but just leave one addiction. Leave something you love and fall in love with something
The
else.
other one.
So because I have to fill in that space.
Yeah.
There's a
Exactly.
void already.
Yeah.
That brings me to asking you the tips. What are the tips? What can people do when they decide to unplug from technology? What can they do outside of that so that they don't get to fall back on it?
Okay, this is the right time to connect with friends, real friends.
Exactly. Like, don't stay alone.
Real friends.
Mingle with people. Go out. Let people stay with you. Don't sleep alone, self.
Learn new
Because
things.
I feel like the main reason why we're on social media is because we just want to have conversation. Going through post and liking comments is still conversation.
Definitely.
Online conversation. So if you're having that thing on offline, sometimes even we that we used to hold our phone, sometimes if you see people you're talking to, you even forget your phone. Not until maybe when the conversation get boring, you remember
that you have a
let me
phone.
even check something on my
Find
phone.
happiness
So
in
just
something.
find that happiness and stay with people, stay around people. So that's it.
Okay.
people
So
you
yours
truly
is
love.
friends. You said reading.
I read. I'm an introvert. I don't really have much friends, honestly. Do you understand? So I'm just saying for the general picture now.
Yeah.
But for me, I read.
Okay.
I read. Do you understand? So I have people I talk to very few. One or two. My twin brother,
Okay.
some other person I don't want to call
follow their
names.
twin,
but
oh.
yeah, some other person, just one or two persons. Then
Okay.
you're good.
And probably find a hobby too. If you're someone that loves to paint, I mean, people that paint, I actually have friends that are artists. They can drop their phone for the whole day. They are just focused on it. If you love to paint, if you love to swim.
Do you know it's not only painting for me? Like, let me use myself as an example now.
Okay.
Whenever I'm pressing my phone and I'm so bored, I'm a fashion designer.
Exactly.
When I'm bored with my phone, sometimes I'm just going to connect with music box and
Yeah.
play music and start cutting clothes, start sewing clothes because I enjoy it. And it's one
Yes.
thing that gives me joy. So just do something that that okay, it gives you joy, it makes you happy. So that's just it.
Okay, and also exercising also. I feel like exercising also helps
Yeah.
with your mental health. I mean, not even once in a while, try to make it a daily habit. If it's just you walking or just having, simple routines, it helps with your mental health. Don't just wake up in the morning or if you're someone that even works from home or something and you're just seated all day, like move your body, engage your cores so that you feel alive. It's been really beautiful having you guys here today. We are thankful for the tips. You need to detox digitally. It's not all the time you need to be on your phone. Take some time out for yourself.
Yeah.
Live, love, be happy. Do away with this device, at least for a while. It was beautiful having you guys here. And for our listeners, we are back and we are ready to keep serving you hot. As always, do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at AATV_Nigeria.
Yeah.
I'm your host, Joy Kayode. See you next time.
This is Aquamaka TV.
The pride of African entertainment.